Hey, what's up? In this video I'm reviewing the Spinlord Wyvern short pips, which are named after a fabled bipedal winged dragon. Spinlord describes the Wyvern as a new, short pimple-out rubber and an improved version of the Spinlord Wyvern, facilitating both defensive and aggressive strategies. The pips seem to have the same dimensions as the Wyvern rubbers, that is, they are horizontally aligned, hard, short, and conically shaped with ribbed tops. However, a different and grippier rubber compound is used in their production. The Wyvern top sheet feels softer than the Wyvern too. The Wyvern has a medium hard, fast, blue sponge with built-in glue effect. The sponge has a very high density of tiny pores and feels firmer to the touch than that of the Wyvern 2. I tested a red 1.8mm sheet of Wyvern using a 7-ply all-wood blade with an AES Limba construction. The sheet weighs 58 grams uncut and 41 grams cut to the test blade. The Wyvern produces a reasonably crisp feeling on backhand drives, which are moderately fast. It is softer, slower, and bouncier than the Wyvern 2, and the top sheet grips the ball more firmly, resulting in a longer dwell time and higher arc. Backhand drives flutter more through the air than with the Wyvern 2. Occasionally, the bouncier nature of the Wyvern caused my backhand drives to overshoot the table. The bouncier nature of the Wyvern lends itself towards a more active blocking style. In fact, the sponge was not always able to absorb all of the incoming energy from high-level loops on passive blocks. This is further exacerbated by the grippier and more spin-sensitive top sheet. Blocks executed with more active stroke mechanics have a flatter trajectory and a greater probability of landing on the table. Here are a couple of representative shots from match-like drills. The Wyvern's moderate speed works really well for chop blocks. Diagonal backhand chop blocks floated over on the other side with a short angled trajectory and often out of reach for my practice partner. Wyvern's grippy top sheet gives the perception of extended dwell time when hitting backhand hits against backspin pushes. This, coupled with Wyvern's bouncier nature, led me to overshoot the table more often than with the Wyvern 2. The Wyvern plays more like a medium pip rubber on these shots, and I recommend rolling the ball over the net instead. The Wyvern, like most short pimpled rubbers, is not designed for topspin play from mid-distance, though it is possible to flat hit the ball from this position using an open bat angle and bring it onto the other side. The combination of the longer dwell time, softer feeling, and bouncier sponge rendered it slightly more challenging to execute high-quality backhand flicks with the Wyvern compared to the Varan 2, as again, a greater than usual number of my flicks overshot the table. I found it more useful to do a controlled rolling shot and set up a subsequent winner instead. I was pleasantly surprised to note that the Wyvern's bouncy nature was not felt on long pushes. In fact, I was able to play long backhand pushes comfortably and with good consistency. Similarly, I was able to keep my short pushes low and short. Somewhat surprisingly to me, the defining shot for the Wyvern is the backhand chop, where the rubber's enhanced top sheet grip comes to fruition. I normally don't play backhand chops, but found it easy to execute them with the Wyvern. When using soft hands and engaging the incoming topspins head on, it feels as if the Wyvern curls around the ball and sends it back in a low trajectory and loaded with spin. The Wyvern is hands down the best short pimpled rubber for this particular shot type that I have tested. In conclusion, it is my opinion that the Spinlord Wyvern short pips are best suited for modern defenders, that is, players who are chopping topspins away from the table, but who will also take any opportunity to punish weak returns with aggressive shots without having to twiddle their paddle. Thank you for watching this video, and until next time.